He married my sister, now we're living together. Roommates in love.
Good morrow, Timothy.
Good day.
What does good morrow mean?
I think it means see you tomorrow. Good morrow.
Good morrow.
Good morrow to you. I think that's like a hello. I think that's a greeting.
Oh, so it's not see you tomorrow.
Well, I was just kind of, it's kind of stream of consciousness.
It's right there in
here.
the words, so I see where you got it.
It's not that crazy of logic.
I don't know. Neither is the fact that we are, we could be roommates. We could maybe not be.
We are blood relatives, though.
Yeah, and married.
To each other's in-laws.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is, folks.
You do the math.
Figure that out, bitch.
But we are also good friends on top of it all.
If you can believe
Tim, look at this. Look at I'm wounded. This is the Wounded Warriors project.
What do we do over here? Are you milking it or is this real?
I got you know
because the foot's up, which implies a little milk.
It's because you sit for 2 hours. We gotta only record one podcast today because
we do all these live
weekly.
every week.
Yeah, but we will be sitting here for 2 hours plus.
Might not even change outfits.
So yeah, so I'm just 2 hours with it down, it might be bad.
Sure.
Sprained the ankle last night, and doesn't it suck? One, getting hurt as an adult, but also it's not a bad enough injury because what you just said right there is the mental battle I've been playing all day.
Bad enough injury for what?
Like to really. Like, for me to be like, I got to be, 10 toes up all day today.
Oh, this is like the equivalent of, well, not the equivalent, but it's like a near-death experience where it's like nobody cares.
Exactly. It's the same thing. It's like, oh, you sprained your ankle.
Everybody's had a sprained ankle.
But it was pretty bad, though.
And you're like, oh, that sucks, so nothing's going to change in your life, right?
No.
Nah, it's going to be purple for 3 days.
Kind of can't get out of anything either. I'm not going to, text the clubs and be like,
I'm going to be about 10 minutes late.
I'm on the DL.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need about 5 minutes. I gotta bring that joke back.
I've told you this several times. My favorite joke you do.
Damn.
Mostly because I hate your other stuff. I don't even like that joke that much.
You know what's funny is I wrote a bit about exactly that today, about how I am conspiracy minded, and I think everyone has this Machiavellian
if someone
purpose in my
you?
life. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, what are you trying to get over me? Always. And I was thinking about how an audience member, because this has happened. They come up, I love that joke you told, and my brain is immediately, so you hated all my other stuff.
Everything else. Guess what?
Interesting.
The one you complimented, that's the one I like the least.
Yeah, I fucking hate that joke.
You guessed wrong.
Get out. No merch for you. Get out of line.
You can't buy merch from me.
Please, no, we'll give you anything.
Back of the line.
They're all walking up and be like, hey, don't give him a compliment. Yeah. He doesn't like it.
We're not actually sure what happened there, but we walked into a fucking
the way
machine
he interpreted that was weird. So I wrote up that exact thing.
Yeah.
But I do have to bring that joke back.
It's a great bit.
That's a fun one. But the sprain, and how'd you handle the sprain? Did you make a big to-do of it?
No, because this is a rec soccer league. So I'm also a little bit of I'm kind of a real dickhead when people get hurt out there. I'm just I hate when people are babies.
Oh. You know what I hate? I thought you were just mad that people got injured. I was like, damn, bedside manner isn't
No,
genetic.
Well, yeah, that's not... I don't know if I'm great for that either because my parents were terrible with that.
With being injured?
Oh, yeah, you were never hurt.
Well, here's
we were never...
It's fine.
It's, you had to really go down.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate that. What I hate the most, when somebody gets injured and then they turn into a hero?
Oh, yeah. No, that sucks.
It's kind of the same thing. But when they're making a big show. Oh, and they're limping. They're good. Can I just... And they go, are you good, man? Yeah, I can, I can go.
That's exactly what I mean.
Hero
yes,
ball.
It's where they're okay. That's when I'm a dick about it. It's all right, well, then let's go.
Let's finish
if
the
you're
thing.
Either get off the field or let's start.
Yeah, we don't need the performance.
Yeah, no one's clapping. We don't have a crowd.
Either he's coming in or you're going out.
Yeah.
Well, let us know.
It's 10:45 on a Tuesday night. We'd love to get home.
I'm going to play.
So that's
Great.
not that's
that's hero ball.
I think I kind of flirted with that.
Oh no!
Last night for a second, only unintentionally. Basically, I got hurt in the first game of these playoffs, a soccer game, and then and this very serious. It's it's a quarter of my income at this point. Is this soccer league?
Well, what you're playing professional soccer?
I'm making $250,000 a year. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, just playing soccer, and that's a quarter of my income.
I didn't even know you got signed.
Yeah, got picked up.
Incredible.
By the bingo players.
Damn, boy, you kept that one under your hat. I got to give you credit there.
Well, I'm
usually you're singing and dancing about every little thing that happens.
I just want to be, what the fuck? I'll think about that one later. And we'll address that on next week's pod.
That's a Patreon episode. Dude, the Patreon is just going to be us just
being
airing our
really
grievances.
mean.
Yeah.
It's actually going to have to be one-on-one, just with the camera, just confessionals. We can't be in the room for it. And we're not allowed to watch it before we upload.
That's a really
actually pretty
funny
good.
idea.
It would
ruin our relationship
in 2 weeks.
immediately. Oh, it'd be over.
We'd be subscribing to our
Patreon.
own Patreon to be able to watch it. Oh, Tim. Oh, interesting. So you took that one seriously.
A lot of thoughts in there. Okay.
All right.
You're looking at it, you're going, oh, this is 2.5 hours long. I can't watch 2.5 hours.
He's got a scroll of things to talk about. I'm
going to go back to 2019. I'm just flipping through my notebook.
It says grievances on the front.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
But
yeah, so I was trying to think of a pun on problems and podlums. But it didn't really.
We can work on
it
that.
didn't. Problems.
Welcome to Podlums.
It just sounds like
two
you're
friends
hammered.
just burn bridges for no reason.
Yeah. Hey, you got a problem with that?
Podlum, call in, dude.
Anyways, I got hurt in the first game, and then
Was it a sliding tackle?
no, just twisted. It's just such an old guy injury. It's
Right.
just running.
Right.
Just tweaked it, but then I was like, it's fine, whatever. And then I went up for a big header at the end of the game, and came down on somebody's foot, and that's when it went.
Yep.
And I was like, ooh, this sucks. The game was over, so it was fine. I just sat there for a while. And then this girl on the next team that we're playing, she's a PA student.
Huge.
And she was so fired up. She runs over with tape,
The tape.
pre-wrap.
Amazing.
Because I go, does anyone have tape? I'm thinking I'm going to do some hack job just to keep it tight.
Right.
She comes over and hits me with a full wrap. And then I'm like, I'm playing in the championship.
For sure.
So then I tried playing, and I was just that's why I was flirting with hero mode. Is there was a couple plays where I'm like, I can't run fast, and I really don't want to lose because I was stubborn and was like, I'm playing.
Oh, right.
We had
right.
subs.
And then you tear a bunch of stuff up in your ankle, and it's an actual thing.
Yeah. I was more scared of the social embarrassment of if I get absolutely cooked, and then that's how we lose.
Well, then
and it's because Tom had to be a hero.
Well, no, and then you kind of have to do the thing where you're like, yeah, my ankle was bad.
I'm not at 100%.
He went right at my bad ankle. If I didn't sprain it, it'd have been a different thing.
Obviously.
And that's a tougher look.
The field is empty at this point. I'm just talking to no one.
Just looking right into a mirror.
Yeah.
But you know what I do love? PA student
It was awesome.
going because that person is going to have a great career.
Oh yeah, she was
as
great.
a
she was
PA.
also on the
she
team
was pumped
that we were about to play.
Yeah, that's
So she was helping out the enemy.
Wow. They did not win.
We ended up winning the ship.
I bet you got some heat for that though.
Yeah, except for I sucked in the championship, so it was fine.
Tom, for the pod, you could have been the hero.
I mean, I can't tell them how much I'm getting paid for this league and brag about being good in it.
$250K is pretty. Is that mid tier? Is that hot for this league?
For New York rec leagues. Yeah.
Oh no! Okay,
yeah, I mean, it's just a higher. We're used to Chicago; it's a different level. But New York, the rec leagues are pretty serious. The basketball ones are pretty good.
I didn't know that. I always thought, I don't know what because I haven't really tried out for any of those leagues. But I was thinking 110. I didn't know
someone
it
try
was
to pick you up on a 10-day contract last year though?
Yeah, but that we were moving. That was right when we were looking for the new apartment.
Yeah,
and
shot wasn't where you wanted it to be.
Well, I didn't. Probably I hadn't played in a while, but I didn't want to leave Liz. It's hard for me to go, Lizzie. You need to get everything prepared for moving.
Yeah.
Line up everything.
Hard to make it sound
apartment.
like it's for the family at that point.
Yeah. But she's going, where are you going? I'm going, I got a 10-day contract.
I got to put up 12 and 8.
Yeah.
8 assists, by the way, not rebounds.
No. I was never attempting rebounds.
Yeah.
Ever.
A couple long ones.
Yeah. If it came right at me.
Hit off the heel of the
I'm going,
rim.
this is perfect.
Yeah. It's basically a kick out.
Yeah, because then I'm going, I could probably score this immediately. Never did, though. Always got that shit beat up pretty hard out of bounds. So you're back. What, you got 2 weeks? Is this a...
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's just all swollen, got a little black and blue. But
are you doing...
I'm supposed to go skiing in 4 days.
I think you can do it. Honestly, with a sprain, I just wrapped it up and then walked around on it.
That's kind of what I'm doing today.
And it heals so much faster.
Yeah.
The keep it up thing, put ice on it, never use it thing, that's kind of dog shit.
No, it's not.
It's like 100% dog shit.
That's not false.
It is.
No.
Wrap it up and walk on it normal. You'll be healed.
You're not
and
supposed to walk
you'll be healed
on it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are, dude.
You're supposed to get the blood draining out of there.
I don't want to hear this. This is like...
You're putting like a rubber band around your calf to keep the blood down there?
This is like the equivalent of like, you knock somebody out before surgery with whiskey. This is like...
No, that's yours.
This is
That's
1800s
your
knowledge.
logic.
No. You just
Walk
power
around
through.
on it. Yours is literally
Tape it up,
rub some
power
dirt on
through,
it.
and it heals. Sure, I have an ankle that is incredibly fat permanently. Sure, I've done that with 8 sprained ankles, but
I'm like,
it works.
how do you have 5 different joints in your ankle?
I'm like,
right now?
I didn't tell you about my healing method?
If you do a bunch of box jumps right after you sprain it, bounces back quick. You can't really feel it, but it does come back.
That is the truth, though.
No, I'm trying to do one proper day because that's my method usually as well. The last time I broke this ankle like 6 years ago, 7 years ago in Chicago.
Brutal.
And,
Soccer?
Basketball.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that was my right one though, because I know I was fading to the right on a jump shot, uncontested
So
3-point shot,
Fader?
uncontested.
Why are you fading at this point?
Took the hand off at the top of the key and was just like moving to the right.
Oh, you see,
so
I
it
had to
wasn't like
chunk
a
it.
full fade.
Oh, I thought you were doing like turnaround fader from 23 feet out. I'm like, Tom, it's an intramural league, dude.
No, it was pickup.
Even worse.
It was pickup before work, and I took a hand off like at the top, like rolling around a screen.
Right.
Hit and then shot and was just landing on my right foot and just
Absolutely.
And that one I blacked out immediately after work, with alcohol.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Not like
I thought you
from
meant
the
hero
pain.
mode in
No.
the office and blacked out from pain. It's like, dude.
It's like, dude, I've never made so many sales dials. I called so many
They
small.
go, Tom, are you good or not? And you're just looking at the phone. Like,
the
I think I can do
mid-market
it.
prospect list that day got absolutely worked. I was like, you don't know what I'm fighting through right now.
People in the office are just looking at you through the glass window like fucking hero. out
Yeah.
there. I gotta give a fuck.
So then I got crutches that day, and then we had a company happy hour, and I got absolutely shithoused, and then woke up the next day, and it was blue up to like almost my knee. And I was like, yeah, that was a mistake. So this is nothing. I'm trying to do just one decent day of ice and elevation, and then
you're on it.
Yeah.
I think that's the move.
I mean, I walked on it today. I took the train here.
Damn, okay. Hero.
Taking the train on an injury is so funny because...
Well, you're like, I'm not limping.
I'm
not
trying
limping.
not to.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was like, hurt, because this was first thing this morning. It was hurting.
Also, you like don't want to show weakness on the train.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I'm like a wounded gazelle.
People that like weren't clocking you as a target before were like, oh, well, this is way easier.
That's the easiest meal I've had in weeks.
Look at this tiny little baby gazelle.
Does he have an iced coffee too? Oh my god! Might as well have a target on
it's
his
just
back.
a bunch of it's like the Terminator thing where they're clocking you and it's like it clocks the latte. Sprained ankle. Like, oh, I could take everything this man has.
It's like ease of attack, 99%. But what I was gonna say is, it sucks that it's not a worse injury because, like, I don't know. At this point, I think I'm just gonna tell it. One, it's like I'm like, oh yeah, it was a co-ed soccer league. That's how I got hurt.
Right.
And I think I'd like to not say that. So I think I'm gonna tell people I got hit by a car.
Now, who is this mysterious people you're referring to?
Like, I have to be out and about. I have to go to a show tonight.
Oh, and hit by a car. Nobody's gonna have follow-up questions for that. I think that's probably the move.
Oh, I'm gonna have like a really diabolical
about how you almost got
lie about it. I mean, also like I'm like the car is totaled, so it just shows how strong I am.
Yeah, you should see. You should see the car.
You should see the other guy.
And everybody's like, okay. I wish you just said you sprained in an intramural soccer league.
Yeah, they're like that's the suggested lie they tell me. Like, what if you just said like intramural soccer?
Yeah, because this car thing isn't working out.
It's really made up clearly.
Oh yeah, no, one more day and then you just eat a fucking Tylenol and then muscle through.
I've been cruising through the Advil.
Yeah, that'll do it, Tom.
What
else is going on?
I don't know. We got a zero submission that we've skipped for a couple weeks. I think we should read it.
Let's get it.
You got that shit pulled up?
Let me pull up a zero submission.
Okay.
But you know what? First, I got to thank the beautiful folks over in Fargo, North Dakota, Tom.
Yeah?
Just 3 amazing shows. Staff rules. Audiences were fun. Had a little bit of an issue, Tom.
With?
So, how about this? We'll talk about this while I pull this shit up. Was it an email?
No, I think it was on Instagram.
It was on the gram. Oh, there it is right there. So, show number 1, Friday night. You know, there is a lady in Fargo that is like
Marge.
Maggie.
Maggie. I call her Marge.
Right.
Yeah.
And we love Maggie.
Yeah.
She sits right in the front.
She talks like this.
She's the goat.
She's one of the scarier figures in life.
Always
actually.
has some, you know. So like she was chatty on Friday.
It's her move.
Well, they were saying like sometimes she comes in and talks shit. Other times she just doesn't say anything.
Okay, yeah.
They're
She's always been pretty overtly sexual.
Oh, for sure.
Every time I'm there.
Absolutely. She's pretty horned up, and she's about 93 years old.
She is.
And she talks like the assistant coach from The Water Boy.
That's exactly it. I don't know my boy.
That's her.
I don't know so.
So she's like chatty the first time. So she's tossing stuff out, and like I'm having fun, and so we're going back and forth, and it like made it like there was like a theme throughout the show of like shit with her.
Yeah.
She like turned herself into a part of.
Well, she does that, which is kind of annoying, but she's so consistent with it that you're like, all right, whatever. And then she does become she hits the ball back.
Yeah.
So she does become like any chance you get like a little chance to make a callback, boom, throw it off her, it comes back. Yeah.
So it's like and it was like, whatever, this is fun. Like at least it's not the other way.
Yeah.
Where somebody's chatty and it's an issue. She was always hitting a ball where you could easily do something with it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever, fun show. Throughout the show, I'm just like, oh my God, man, are you going to be here tomorrow? Blah, 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 blah. Just as like a bit.
She came back.
With friends.
All right. So she sold a couple more tickies.
But she told the friends that I like it when they say shit.
Okay, so now the friends are involved.
So now I got like 4 or 5 people throwing
now
pitches
you're in
at
an
me.
actual fight. You're in a dog fight.
And I'm up there swinging, dude.
Throwing pitches they're not all standing on one mound. They're surrounded.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's a firing squad.
And
I'm getting cooked.
And you've got a wiffle ball bat just swinging in circles.
But I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, they were drunk because it was the first nice day in Fargo in a dog's age.
And she's usually pretty tuned up, so I imagine her friends
She's
are
boozing. The friends were boozing. Everybody was boozing. And now it's like it's starting to. Now other people are like, it was complete and utter chaos.
Yeah.
Early show Saturday, complete and utter chaos. And, I think I do have to blame old Timmy on this one.
Because you said come back?
Well, because
I think that's
no, because it was like this. There was just chaos in that show on Friday, but it was very fun.
But you did let it happen.
But I did allow the chaos.
I've felt the same way before.
And it's like, whatever. This is just how this one's going.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna ride the lightning.
There's a little bit of like I made this bed, so I'm gonna.
That's how I felt. Literally 24 minutes in, I was like, "This is I 100% deserve what's happening."
Yeah,
100%.
Now I gotta riff my way out of it,
which was like fun, but. Yeah. I don't know if I did stand-up comedy this weekend.
What do you think, Maggie? What do you think her daily life is like?
Well, she said she like works. She's like a good person. She works with like mentally, like older patients that have dementia. I don't know what the word for that is.
Yeah, I know she was at your show. But
oh,
come on,
Jesus
come
Christ.
on!
Oh my God, we can edit that one out. Jesus Christ.
I know she's a fan of your stand-up comedy, but what does she do for work, Tim?
So stupid.
Come on. What?
Oh.
We're not allowed to riff anymore
that's fun.
because you did crowd work once?
It's fun. Oh.
But then what were her friends like? Were they the same vibe?
Drunk. And
same age?
No. Younger. And
good.
Yeah. Older would have been crazy. Like, where'd you even find these people?
Older and drunker?
Yeah. With way more dementia. Yeah. Like, she just brings the people she works with. Oh, we got a big night tonight.
Oh, my God.
That's kind of what it felt like. And, I mean, at one point, I was like, what are you doing? And a guy was like, "Oh, Maggie told us you wanted us to."
Oh, no,
was like-
at least they owned up to it.
Yeah, kind of. And I want to be like, "Maddie, what are you out of your fucking mind?
Yeah.
You're ruining my life here.
Also, this was our thing last night.
You ruined it.
Why do you want to share it?
I know we had such a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And now you get to leave and go, wow, what a great show.
You brought friends on a second date?
Yeah,
Maggie?
now I'm like pissed on stage. There were a few times where I was asking people like, what are you thinking right now? What was that?
That
was horrible.
Incredible crowd work questions. What the fuck are you thinking right now? I would love a compilation of those.
Let's see, so you right there. The fuck are you thinking right now? You serious? That's what it felt like.
You right here. You serious right now? All right, I haven't talked to you two yet. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Fuck's your deal?
You joking?
Kidding me with that? Never really making it clear.
Yeah. Just kind of rhetorical.
What's going on there?
What's this all about? What's your okay?
Yeah, so this is off-putting.
Anyways, yeah, it was the guy with no shoes there.
Guy with no shoes, no.
Remember he
showed
was
up.
there last time we were there together, and I heard that is a very frequent occurrence. There.
I was not there for that. I did have a couple of like open micers come up and they're like, dude, we were here when you worked on that ACT story.
And did you do it again?
No.
Oh,
was
have
like-
you told that again?
Oh.
Dude, they remembered it. It was memorable. It was a great story.
I was like, I got no laughs on that.
Not true. Not true.
I mean, I may have
You
gotten,
found a couple.
I did find, yeah, but it was like,
You had no planned laughs on it.
yeah, I was about to say,
and
it was
that's
like Riff
that's
City.
why it was worth telling you.
You got to get it. You just got to get the story
You
out.
have to be drowning out there, and then you go, I need a laugh.
How about this riff?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, no.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
I know there was a bunch of comics that were there for that weekend, which was a fun weekend.
They got a fun scene. Fargo's maybe the greatest city in North America.
We simply love Fargo. Shout out to Duffy's for almost ruining my life. You ever been to Duffy's?
Yeah, of course I have.
Oh, I'm never going there
Who'd
again.
which night did you go? Friday or Saturday? Don't say Friday.
I don't even want to
You
answer.
went the night before the 2-show night.
I don't even want to answer the cue.
Friday, you have too much fun on Friday. It ruins the rest of the weekend. Because you didn't know.
You don't think I know this?
You didn't know that you were gonna go out Friday night, have a fun time, maybe have a couple beverages.
I underestimated. I didn't expect Duffy's to
And
show up.
You also didn't expect Maggie to bring a small militia the next night.
Right.
So you were
I let the troops
cruising.
Yeah, I gave the troops the night off, and then
And they all went and found a local whore and stayed out too late.
Oh my god! And then that was bad. Duffy's was a bad decision. But I go up. I'm like, I'm gonna get the first round. It's me and 2 other comics, and I'm going. Can I get 3 vodka sodas? They say, yeah, sure. That'll be $12.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
No, 3 of them. And they're like, oh, shit, my bad. $9.
Yeah, how does that? Yeah, it's actually the more you buy, they encourage you to buy it.
We haven't really
wholesale.
figured out volume discounting yet, but
I mean, so that was when I kind of was like, this might but not be great.
yeah.
4 clams per.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I mean, but I think we are at an age where we shouldn't be basing our volume of drinking based on the price anymore.
I know, but it was one of those things where you just knew it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The first one goes down smooth and they're $4 and you're like riffing at the table and you're like, shit.
Yeah, this is gonna be the more I drink, the more fun I'm gonna have.
Yeah, oopsies. And the
your
more
brain
fun I'm
starts-
gonna be.
Brain starts thinking that way. It's not true though.
I don't know.
It's a severe tipping point of the more fun I'm gonna be.
Well, there is like actual gains for a while, and then it's a steep drop off.
Yeah, and then it's no longer fun, no longer recovering.
And then you show up, and Maggie brought a small army
Yeah.
of people ready to riff.
To bully you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gotta be like,
She goes, yeah, but drinks were only $4 last night, weren't they?
She set me up
How was that, Tim?
the whole time.
Yeah.
She's a part owner and
Guess what my last name is?
Oh, so yeah, I learned my lesson.
Her last name could absolutely be Duffy. Maggie
Sure,
Duffy.
would have no
Yeah.
clue. Learned my lesson in Fargo.
Yeah.
Never going to that place ever.
That's
ever
funny.
again.
That's the first time I had an inclination of like, maybe I shouldn't drink on the road was Fargo, North Dakota. It was the first time I ever had like a real feature weekend was at that club with Kevin Bozeman.
Okay.
And we got absolutely tuned up on Friday night. And Kevin, you know him.
Sure.
He drinks whiskey.
And a lot of it.
And I was going, well, I'm a cool feature, so I'm gonna go I'm gonna drink whatever you're drinking. We only drank Jameson.
Oh my God! Tom.
And like
he's 6'4", 260.
I was a professional athlete, wasn't he? Or college athlete?
College
or something?
athlete. His kids are like pros.
Yeah,
this is a different kind of man.
And I'm 5'10", 240. I mean, still
240 though,
built,
yeah.
but
a bulky 240.
Yeah. I wear a lot of baggy clothes, so like you can't really tell, but my shoulders are huge.
That's the wrong man to attempt that with.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not kidding. For Saturday shows, it was the same story. It was Friday night, and then Saturday shows
At Duffy's?
First one was at 7. No, we went to
The VFW
sports bar.
Of
It's literally
course.
just called sports bar.
Of course.
And so I drank Jameson with him, and then I had an old friend there who kept ordering different colored shots.
Oh, how old were you?
Old enough.
But different colored shots seems.
Sports bar is like a shitty bar. It's a college kid bar.
Oh. Okay.
And he is like 3 years younger than me, so I was probably 25.
Okay. All right. Well, that makes perfect sense.
He was like 22, and I mean we're just absolutely shithoused. I got out of bed for the 7 p.m. show on Saturday at 6:30, and I showed up and I was like sweating and like nauseous.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this is not. This isn't supposed to happen.
Right. This isn't it.
I'm like supposed to be working right now. And Bozeman shows up. He's like, "What's up, dude?" I'm like, "Oh my God."
Was he? Was he? I mean, I'm sure he was at least cool about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I was honest about it. I was like, I like feel like might throw up on stage. Like I'm really going through it right now. But it was like it felt like I couldn't get in trouble because I was like, "This is kind of your fault."
Yeah, it's 100%.
Yeah,
100%. You knew. You
I was
saw
trying
me.
to. Yeah.
You
like
see me?
I had to have been just speaking gibberish by the time we got back to the hotel.
Without a doubt, that's so fun. I was good about an absolute ton of water before I went to bed.
That's huge.
Woke up early, ton of water, food, went and walked around.
Then another nap.
Then another nap.
Yeah.
So it was like a perfect. I got to the shows and it was like, all right, good. I feel, but so I didn't like have that sensation, but it was like, you fucking
Fargo
idiot.
can take a hold. It's one of the great drinking towns in America.
Absolute idiot. But we live and we learn.
Speaking of idiots, let's read the zero submission.
Oh, what?
We're at the halfway point. This is perfect.
Oh, I don't know who are you calling a zero here?
What?
You said speaking of idiots.
Well, like the potential, the zero nom
Could
be an idiot, you know?
So this girl was at her building's community.
Did you think I was calling you an idiot?
No, I thought you were calling the person that submitted this an idiot.
Oh, no.
Thought you were like, speaking of this idiot,
Speaking of
go to the
idiots,
zero. I was like, damn.
how about this victim?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was like. Because I think I read this and I was like, it's not.
Isn't it dark?
It's like,
yeah, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, let's see what this fucking idiot's doing. All right, so this girl was at her building's community hall and they were having a book club meeting, which I've never heard of any of that.
A book club meeting. It's just a book club. Yeah.
But what's a community hall?
I have no idea.
Is this person
Like
in
a
college?
community center?
Community
Or I'm
center.
picturing like an apartment building, like.
Just where it's like the common area?
Yeah.
And they're all kind of getting together?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So this old man comes in with main character energy and started saying the cringiest, ickiest thing. Someone asked him if he had a spouse/partner. He said he could get one at any time.
Cool. Like that.
So already liking this guy.
All right.
What a cool thing to say.
Yeah.
A woman went, "Oh," and he goes, "Yeah, just need to go to Mexico." Don't love that.
Okay, yeah.
Don't love it. Also,
Is Mexico even the right pull for that?
yeah, I think that's like a Thailand thing.
Or like Russia?
Yeah, but Thailand has like the she has like
the lady boys.
the lady boys.
Yeah, and
youngsters
and
too.
then Russia has Thailand has like child brides, and Russia has like
Just
like you can just buy a Russian wife.
yeah, you just kind of
Well, like I don't even know if what is true in those scenarios, but I know that that's the reference.
that's
to
the
make.
yeah, that's like the
That's
thing.
the tropey or like stereotypical reference.
Oh,
Mexico,
really?
I've actually never really heard that.
I've only heard of Montezuma's Revenge with Mexico. I've only heard
Or like
the
drug
diarrhea
cartels.
part. Yeah, drug cartels,
But not like
diarrhea.
wife trafficking.
Yeah, so already this guy's out to a tough start.
He just tough miss on the first one because he had a cool vibe at first, but then
I was about to say, also, it's not even a myth. Like, he wasn't even, I think he was just throwing a basketball the opposite way.
buzzer went off. He
Yeah,
just
like,
threw it into
this
the
isn't
stands.
even a shot. Like, what is this move? You don't know anybody? get a wife anytime I want. Just hit Mexico. Everybody's gonna be like, oh, this
That's
guy.
a guy.
Oh, hell yeah, this guy showed up.
He ran into the gym in the middle of the pickup game, grabbed the ball, and punted it. And then goes, "What? You guys don't want me to play?"
What do you mean? So who am I? What squad am I on?
Which are we, shirts or skins?
Like the energy coming in with this is such a miss.
Yeah.
The cold walk in, and it's kind of blowing my mind is the confidence of like, how you're like hanging out with a bunch of comedians and you'll say certain riffs around that.
Yeah.
And then when you're with like your family, you're like, well, maybe I'll just leave that one alone.
Dial it back. Maybe the clear like pedophile riff isn't the one at family dinner.
Correct.
We leave that for dessert.
It feels like maybe this guy was like just hanging out with a bunch of sex pests and he was like, this will hit.
Sure, yeah.
Like, do you think he just came from
Well, it's like it's almost like
like
if
a
he's
poker
at
game
if
in a
he's
really
at like
smoky room somewhere?
yeah, or like a really douchey golf club,
Right.
and they're in the clubhouse and it's all like 65 and up dudes who
Having a little scotch.
actually believe these things. Then
Yeah.
you toss that line out there. They go, "Oh, don't we know it,
brother? Don't I know it? Did I
Yeah.
ever tell you what Neil did? My buddy Neil, from college. No, he never. Actually, can you cut that out? I actually have a friend named that.
Neil?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Well, it makes it sound like he went to Mexico and fucked a bunch of people.
We're gonna go on record and say Neil didn't buy a bride from Mexico.
Neil, I know your wife. I've known her for years. She's not from Mexico. I need to just make that clear on
did
the
get
pod
her
right
there,
now.
though.
I've known your girlfriend since 8th grade, or your wife since 8th grade.
Why'd you bring 8th grade into this?
What do you mean?
Since she was in 8th grade or since you were in 8th grade?
We were both in 8th grade.
That's huge. That's a big.
What do you mean?
I thought you meant like they met a couple years ago and and
Uh-oh.
she was in 8th grade.
You're like, what's it? You haven't lived in Louisiana in like a decade, so
No, I still go back though, support their basketball teams.
you just
Middle
corresponding
school
with an 8th
basketball.
grader. Yeah. Oh, you going back to see your high school? Middle school. Actually.
Middle school. No, I'm.
Kind of a
I
sick-
fund the program. Give them about $180 a year. Buy some new cones for them. That would be. Could we like?
middle school squad.
Could
looking
we
strong,
buy
though.
the? What do they call that?
Like, if you like sponsor a team,
Yeah,
endorse a team.
It's endowment. No.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what it's called?
I don't know if we've got the kind of cash to start an endowment.
But couldn't we do that for like a middle school team for like $1,000?
I think if you can just sponsor a team and then like you have to put your name on their jerseys.
That's what I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
the roommate-in-laws.
Like, why not? I bet my middle school, Nativity of Our Lord Catholic Church, I bet they would do. No, they would listen to one episode of the podcast. And
Oh, right, because they would be endorsing roommates-in-law.
yeah.
And then they're like, they said dick and balls 4 times an episode for 130 episodes.
On record, together they've both said stop donating to the Catholic Church 800 times. We can't put them on our Catholic school jerseys.
Yeah, we also had a riff last week about you getting plowed by my brother.
And who cares?
Let's sponsor a little kids basketball.
Neither of us are in middle school. Kids, wait till
True.
you're adults to
We're
get
just
plowed
trying
by
to-
your podcast co-host brother.
We're just trying to give back to the community. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter how you make your money as long as you give it away. That's what everybody says.
Is that true?
No.
No, I thought it was you got to spend money to
make money.
give money.
Spend money to make money.
Yeah.
But you got to make money to give money.
So if we invest $1,000 in this 6th grade basketball team, I think we'd make, I don't know, probably $10,000 the first year.
On ticket sales alone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because of what? Now, I do know this. This is the middle school that you went to, right?
Yeah, Nativity.
Their squad is kind of freakishly stacked.
They're small, but they're well coached.
But they're losing that. Their 3 and their 4 are both going to.
They're going over to Highland Catholic.
That's right. That's where they're going. Highland Catholic also, not to get on a tangent, stacked.
Stacked.
But
Their court though, they have one of those rubber courts.
that always like bubble up and sweat.
Yeah, and the 3-point line doesn't make it to the corner.
Of course, you got an inch and a half.
No, it actually doesn't make it.
Yeah. Oh no.
it gets cut off by the sideline,
I love
so you
that.
can't actually hit a corner 3.
I love it.
Which sucks for
Kind of corner
a
3
pure
shooters.
shooter.
Yeah. I love calling yourself a
pure shooter. No, I played
Sorry, I
organized
knocked down
basketball
three-point
for
shooter.
2 years, and I played legitimately less than 4 minutes a game because my coach was a dick and played college basketball and thought this was the league.
Oh right. Yeah.
It is kind of crazy looking back. I was like, damn, in 6th grade, I played limited minutes. Like, we had a starting 5 that played the majority of the game. That's so lame.
Damn, referring to it as limited minutes is so funny. It's not like, because everybody usually gets a quarter.
Yeah, no, that wasn't it.
Fine, everybody get their little
It was
quarter.
like if the game got tight, Tom was coming out.
You're like, damn, I just rode the bench again.
Yeah, Liam Caulfield was going back in.
I'm 11.
Yeah. I'm 11 and I'm like a solid 9th man right now.
That is so diabolical.
I was going in. I was
getting.
getting 3 personal fouls in about 2.5 minutes, and then I was getting yanked. I could not stop reaching, dude. I did not understand the concept of reaching.
I mean, were you like pretty good at stealing the ball?
Kind of, but mostly I just was a hockey and soccer player who played pickup basketball in my backyard. So if you only play basketball with your friends, you don't know what a reach is. Because you don't call that.
In pickup.
Yeah, but then in middle, I mean, I was every time going for the steal.
And is your coach like, hey,
stop reaching?
Okay, so this is starting to shed a lot more light onto your 9th man situation.
Yeah,
you're a liability.
I wasn't good. You put a team in the bonus in 6th grade, though, you're getting a lot of positive points back because no one's making free throws.
Oh, my God. But, dude, in middle school, that's a 2.5-hour basketball game. Once they hit bonus, you're like, oh, this just added a lot of time.
Because no one can make a free throw.
It makes no difference in
People
the overall.
People are getting fouled on the rebounds, too.
Also, those middle schoolers, man, like some of them will just have this really elaborate warm-up to their free throw, and you're like, where did you learn that?
The NBA.
Dribble, stand there.
Look over at Dad. Dad's still yelling.
Dad's yelling. Finally get it up. Just all glass. It's so much glass.
It's like a hard bank.
And you go, that's great, Carson. Keep it up, bud. I once led a middle school basketball team to a 3-15 season, folks. So this is coming from a real place of trauma.
See, that's the kind of energy that I wanted out of a coach. So I wanted a coach who would have been cool with 3-15.
I mean, it wasn't great. We just had no choice.
Right.
We were getting cooked.
We had a guy who ended up playing D1. It was the coach's son.
Oh, so this is the kid that you were just mad at?
No. CJ never got subbed out.
Oh,
he was in the
CJ
hole.
was
CJ.
Okay,
yeah.
CJ was big.
Shout out CJ Newman. Played at Wofford. Played in the tournament once.
No way.
Yeah.
How tall is CJ?
About 6'7".
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think he had to play the 4 in college.
That's gonna be tough.
It's pretty small.
That's gonna be tough. Is that D1? Yeah, if they went to.
Yeah, it's a D1, but once they're in the tournament, they're looking pretty small.
Right. I mean, 6'7". What do our podcast listeners have any idea what we're talking about
I don't
right now?
think so.
We're talking about a 6'7" 4.
We're
that
deep
seems
in
pretty
middle school
undersized.
basketball right now.
Pretty undersized 4 right there for D1.
Wait, we didn't even finish the 0.
Oh shit!
Was that the energy? I mean, that's the conclusion.
If that wasn't enough,
because I think I'm kind of giving it to him already.
Here's what happened a few minutes after they started discussing the book. Not sure what the book was. The character had her ovaries removed. One of the older guys. This sounds like a different guy.
Oh, okay.
Who was bragging about how cool he is in general.
Why in a book club with so many old guys?
Flexing. What are these guys doing?
These guys need to join a country club.
Like, these guys are in book club.
They're in the wrong club.
Going, I'm the fucking man.
I'm going to go talk about getting ass.
You know what? That's what happened.
What?
You know how guys are like, you got to go to the grocery store.
Oh, my God.
That's how you're meeting ladies.
Like somebody met a girl at a book club and then they told everyone else?
Yes.
Wow.
That's exact. It's like in Fight Club when he finally finds like the no, not Fight Club. What is it? Oh, the Night Of is a great show, but this guy he has like really bad psoriasis all over his feet, so he goes to a group about it, and they all talk about like how bad their psoriasis is, and he finally finds this like crazy cure in Chinatown.
Okay.
And he goes back and he tries it, and he tells everybody at the thing, this is what you have to do. So one of these old guys accidentally
he got laid at a book club.
He got laid at a book club.
He got laid by a Mexican lady at a book club.
And he had the boys on speed dial and said, fellas, show up, and you just fucking
He
flex.
sent out a group email.
Yeah. They all got it. They're like, oh, damn, I got to forward this to 10 people.
Otherwise I won't be able to go to book club next week.
But that's exactly what the energy of these two fellas are. I mean, it's not my cup of tea. Let's see, where was I? I just scrolled past it.
All right. So, I mean, first guy kind of gets a 0. Second guy
said, oh, God, this guy. And then the guy that was just talking about how cool he was said because the woman got her ovaries removed, she's not a woman anymore. She automatically becomes a man.
Right. So this guy's got. I didn't realize he also had biology clocked.
I mean, this is book club. They don't know, like they don't even know this guy's name. It's not like, and then Craig came in.
No, this is like
this is some guy.
The man we just met.
Man.
Yeah, I mean that's like kind of 2 zeros. Man, she's had a couple. This person who submitted, I think, has had a couple real bad characters.
I think I don't know what city you're living in, but it's time to get the hell out of there. No, the first one was on the plane.
Yeah.
First was on the plane.
Oh yeah, true.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm giving
just
them
clear
both zeros.
Clear zeros.
It says, I'm kind of giving a 0 to the book club.
You know,
who's inviting these people?
No, how are these guys not vetted at all?
Yeah,
like just do a
I thought
criminals.
you start book clubs with like your friends.
I know, not just a group of. But she said it's at like the community thing,
right? So it's kind of like a pickup book club.
Yeah, maybe it's like a thing where you like see it on a flyer.
Yeah,
and it's like book club, and then you show up and you're like, I don't know, maybe I'll meet a horny man at book club.
Yeah.
Oh, there's two
Take
of
me
them?
to Mexico.
Perfect.
Amazing. Holy shit. Would either of you like a wife? Not yet, but you could have one if you wanted? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Where? Yeah, in Mexico, where they're easy to get.
Okay,
That's not even the reference, King. But yeah, these are, I don't even know. It almost feels we need like a bigger term than zero for this kind of.
Yeah, like,
like this
creep of the week?
Yeah, like zero feels a little funzy.
Because, yeah, I think creep is pretty, I don't call people creeps lightly.
I think creep holds a lot more weight than you would initially think.
Because it's like, no, you're a fucking creep, dude.
Yeah, because if you go like, I don't know, he's weird. Weird could be like
creepy is
he's
worse,
creepy.
but he's a creep is like bad guy.
Yeah. There's like something really dark going on.
This guy is creep of the week.
Creep of the week. We're giving both of them. We're going creep of the week. We just invented a new term based off of these zero submissions. Sometimes you are fucking
man.
creep,
Sometimes you're
dude.
so much of a zero. You inspire a new designation.
Damn, and we hit 2. You, I mean, clearly that's the last book club she ever attends with this group.
Yeah,
right?
I think you got
to find a more exclusive club.
Yeah, don't go to the community hall book club anymore.
You got to band a group together and say we're reading fucking, I don't know, Little Women.
Yeah, and then that'll probably attract the wrong people.
Oh, why?
Be a bunch of old dudes looking for child brides.
Oh God,
Oh my God, there's a Little Women book club. Yes. If I go there,
I thought this was only in Thailand. This is great news.
Holy shit, it's in Sheboygan. Amazing. At the community hall?
He walks in, like, these are all regular sized women.
Hey, you're a little big to be here.
Oh, I must be in the wrong room. I was looking for the tiny little ladies.
I was looking for the petite teens. Please.
Child bride. He thinks he has to like sound it out. Looking for a child bride.
Like someone's gonna be like, oh no, it's 10B. You're in 10A.
You're gonna just go right
one
down
more
on
door
the left.
down. Yeah.
See where that little kid's at? Right there.
You'll hear the toys kind of rolling around. There's a couple red wagons in the hall.
Oh my God,
man!
Yeah, so zeros.
Yeah,
we're so sorry. It's
creeps.
a creep.
Yeah,
creep of the week.
I just accidentally pulled up this other Instagram message on the old RM. By the way, send us DMs on the Roommates in Law page. It's fun because we both check it along with our various team members that manage us.
Yeah, that's true. If you're a pal, still send it to the thing because then we can have a little fun with it.
It's very fun because then we can you trades off who's responding. But we got a great one last week. It's a picture of a sushi restaurant or a sushi stand kind of, and it's some of the best sushi in downtown Minneapolis inside of a Walgreens. I mean, it's literally sir, this is a CVS. It's so funny. Shout out to the Roommates listeners in Richfield, Minnesota.
We love a Richie Field.
We love Connell. And yeah, it's those pictures are so incredible. I mean, it's literally next to where you're snagging like a hummus and pretzels.
Because it does have the vibe of like a place where they kind of want you to be like, so you want to go sit down and grab some sushi? Like it feels like they're trying to like have you pull up.
It's called it's just called Upmarket Sushi. Yeah, that's not great.
Meet me over at Upmarket. We'll grab some sushi. I do have to get a little grocery shopping done, and then we can head out.
And then we can just both head back to my place. I got 2 bathrooms, so it's not going to be an issue. Man.
Brother, I'm absolutely hitting the sushi hard.
I hit you with kind of a tough look the other day. I was out on a little jog near your house, and I came upon a grocery store that said it had its grand reopening. And I take a little pic. I send it over to you. I go, is this the spot? And then upon you responded like, I think you just said like, the hell or something. Because on
well,
second,
I get it. I zoom in on it. It looks like a shut down methadone clinic. I'm like, no, Tom. That's not where I'm currently grocery shopping, Tom.
This isn't like the paradise that I've been walking around. I told you I'm spending a significant amount of time here. I'm taking walks here at night. I'm eating here 2 days a week.
I'm eating raw fish from this place, Tom.
I know. I zoomed in on the pic and I was like, man, this looks way worse. I also, when I walked by it and thought it was it for a second, I hadn't seen the fully blank wall on the other side.
Where it's just like the
it's
what's
like the
that
matte
particle board wall,
like matte black shit. Yeah. Where it's like that's the first stage post construction, or like not even.
What I interpreted that as like they've had people like busting the windows out.
Yes.
So they wanted to toss that up.
It's a
and then they just spray painted a banana on it. And it was like, we're still a grocery store.
It said fresh produce. And I was like, oh, this must be where Tim is eating.
Gotta be where Tim's eating a ton of sushi at. Yeah, he would love to be here in the middle of the night.
Also,
you see that place? You think I want to be in that place at 1 in the morning?
I took it from an angle where there's like a bus stop in front of it and like some trash on the street.
I was like, that's a dead body. That's a dead. All you see is the feet, but that is the feet of a dead man.
Looking at the picture again because I was like, you really reacted poorly to this. And then I looked at the picture again and I was like, this is so insulting. Because it's also like I zoomed in on the window.
Paradise, Tim? Is this the paradise you can't stop talking about?
It is like 3 blocks from your house, to be fair.
Is it really?
No, but it's on Woodward. It's just further down.
Woodward's a huge, huge street.
No, it's probably 5 blocks from you, though. It's pretty close.
Going which way? I've never even seen that place.
Northwest.
Towards
Manhattan.
Oh, okay. North.
Like when you hit that school.
Like that big cemetery? What are we talking about?
I assume you want to check this place out later.
Yeah, obviously I want to walk further to go to literal hell.
Man, it was very funny. It made me laugh a lot.
I get the picture. Lizzie heard me go. She was in the other room, and I go, what are you, fucking kidding me?
Whoops, sorry.
It's like Tom's being petty again, Lizzie.
Yeah. Don't do me like that.
We still need the don't do me like that button.
I don't know what the best format for a Tom Petty button is. Is it just like the easy button? Like the Staples that was easy?
No, it's just the single
the soundboard. Oh yeah.
Wait, you can.
I thought that was a tough look alert.
Well, we haven't introduced tough look alert. That's a chat thing. Tom.
Oh yeah.
We haven't introduced a tough look alert.
We've said that on the pod.
Oh, you know what? That's actually a news because some people aren't zeros. It's just a tough look.
That's kind of loser behavior.
But I don't know. Losers, I think normal people are allowed to just have a tough look.
But the guy who was trying to hit on the bartender at the airport who asked what's in an old fashioned, that's both a tough look and loser behavior. That was one of the toughest looks I've ever seen.
That's a textbook toughie. But
so what's in an old fashioned?
But we talked about it. This is a newly single man. Yeah. And he's trying to put the training wheels back on the bike.
He had a fresh flannel on too.
How about this? This is a perfect because this isn't. I don't think this guy's a loser. I think it's a tough look.
Which one?
The guy that was trying to shoot the trash. Remember in Seattle
from the deep outside.
And he was like Michael for 3 from the deep outside, and the bartender was just like
2 points from
2
deep
points
outside,
from deep outside,
which is.
And it's like, brother, if you're gonna be deep outside, if you're not shooting a 3, it's just poor decision making.
You just took a long 2?
You taking an 18-foot 2?
I did not anticipate us talking basketball as much as we did today.
But like to me, that's a tough look. In the moment, he was like, "This is gonna be great," and then after he did it, he was like, "I don't think he liked that even a little bit."
No,
and that dude, he did not. I think about that quite a bit too.
Yeah, that is a tough look. That's not.
That's not loser.
Yeah, that's tough.
So now we have tough look, loser, 0, creep.
We got 2 new categories today, and guess what? Those are 2 new opportunities for you guys to write in, because I really like when you guys send us emails and stuff.
It's
some fun ones.
It's fun.
We get some mean comments every once in a while.
Yeah, but that's just the price of doing business.
On YouTube really wants us to give each other wedgies, and at this point, it has become a sexual thing. So we will not be doing it until you offer us enough money.
We were tossing it around a few weeks ago.
Yeah, we had thought about it. What we got?
What else you got? I had a little. What do you think about this, Tom? You know what?
We got to close on something here.
Well, can we take it to the plane section? What do you think about this, Tom? Yeah. What's with these flights? I'm trying to do a whole.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was close.
I realize I can't really do it.
What's with these flights?
What's yeah, the voice never
you
really
know that
like
classic Seinfeld. What's going on with these flights?
Well, it was like I knew to start high, and then I couldn't get it low, and then I was just kind of like stuck in an octave up there.
No, wait.
What's
going on with these flights?
Yeah. It's got to hit
Hey,
the.
yeah.
Yeah, I just
It's
only
very
hit the.
pubescent. But then it's hard not to go Romano too.
That's what I'm saying. I got stuck in the high.
Yeah.
I needed a little bit above.
You just do Gaffigan.
I'm just gonna stick with what I know. That's all I'm gonna do. But what it's driving me crazy. I think we've talked about it one time, but I'm not gonna go over it again. But like, why did they give you the poo? We're starting our initial descent. We're gonna land in 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know, because that's also not consistent.
35. Why are you telling me?
What am I going to
that?
do with this information?
Because you're like getting me into it's almost over mode.
Yeah,
but it's not almost over
we
at all.
We got a quarter of the flight left.
Yeah.
And now I'm wrapping things up.
I know. I'm like taking my headphone. I'm like, man, I could take a nap. I could still nap.
I can take what they call a power nap.
For sure. Why are you telling me this? Give me
Also,
15 minutes.
Realistically, you have about 45 minutes till you're getting off the plane.
Well, then they're going to hit you with the big, hey, and folks, we're 32 minutes early, but we're going to sit on the tarmac
Good news.
for 32 minutes because we're here too early and there's actually another plane at the gate that we have to be at. So it's like, this isn't a treat either.
Yeah, no.
These people are killing me.
It really sucks, and I don't like that. I don't like the weird turning on and off the seatbelt sign because it seems pretty, what's the word I'm looking for?
Seems pretty
Inconsequential or whatever. Like,
oh, right. It needs to pop on when it's like, hey, put your fucking seatbelt on.
Yeah, because they're like, hey, the seatbelt sign's off, but if you're in your chair, put that fucking seatbelt on. And
pop that on.
But if you don't put it on, I mean, if something bad happens, you're going to die. But
What I've been noticing, they'll pop it on. People get right up and go to the bathroom. Nobody says a thing. I'm going, well, what are we doing?
exactly.
Am I scared? Am I supposed to be scared or not?
And then now, why are you hitting me with a cute little ding?
We're going to be
wrapping
landing in
this up.
40 minutes.
I woke up from my nap because of that noise.
Hey, Tim. What? We're going to be there in 40 minutes.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah, good luck going back to sleep, though.
We'll wake you up when you get there.
We're also going to wake you up at 15 minutes, too.
Close
and then
your
we're
eyes,
going to
buddy.
have a pretty rough landing.
Also, you're going to get thrown up on. We
Oh,
reached a
God.
conclusion of that story, which I'll tell on next week's podcast.
Oh, what?
Actually, I guess we can just close
We're
on
doing
that.
cliffhangers?
No, it's we got 8 minutes anyways. But I got a phone call yesterday. Remember, I got thrown up on.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was supposed to get 30,000 miles.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know why.
Well, then they hit you with the quick 3.
Then they hit me with a 3,000 on accident. They hit me with $32.
Just to wet your beak a little bit?
Sorry about the puke. Here's $30. Grab a couple snacks at the
Here's
Hudson
30.
News.
You're going to need to bring a little cash, though, because that's not going to be enough to cover what you want.
Fat ass.
Here's 30
And
and,
then,
it's $4 there.
And then I like file a thing, and they're like, no, it was like once the case is resolved, we can't reopen it. You've already been issued a reward for this case.
I remember this.
And I was like, yeah, but I was issued like an insulting amount of reward.
Yes.
And so I was like, all right, it's a principle thing. So I talked to one person who was like, start a new thing overall.
Okay.
Like that's what you have to do.
Like you're doing a complaint about the complaint.
Pretty much,
Yep.
yeah. So I send in a thing where I'm like, hey, here's the story. I got puked on. Here are the pictures. I was fine with whatever, but they said I was getting 30,000 miles because they made me choose between $250 or
Right.
30,000 miles.
Sure.
I chose 30,000 miles and I got $30.
Yeah.
So now I feel like an idiot.
Yep. They're like, oh, he fell for it. Yeah. Now we get to do the whole mistake thing.
Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, I explain it all, whatever. I get an email back that's like, we're so sorry that you got sick during a flight. Here's 5,000 miles. No, 2,000 miles to make up for it.
20.
And I go, wait a second. I didn't get sick. You didn't even read the email. So I wrote back a scathing email.
Oh, I bet it was so fucking
It was so
bitchy.
petty. It was like, you didn't take the time to
I kinda
read this
wanna read it.
correctly. It was, basically, it was like 2 sentences. I said, you didn't take the time to read this correctly. I did not get sick. I was thrown up on. Please see the attached photos. It was the most disgusting thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
Yes.
And then I go, I didn't care about the initial 30,000 miles, but now this feels crazy. And now we're up to 20. You've given me 5,000 miles total.
Okay.
So now we're just missing 25.
Yeah, we're almost there.
And I finally, last night, I'm bitching about this at our soccer game before I had a career-changing injury. And I get a phone call. It's Delta Airlines. I go, oh, my God, speak of the devil. I answer. Finally, it's a normal chill sounding lady.
Right.
She goes, "Hey, I was the one who sent you that email. Sorry, I misread that. I just looked at all the things you sent in. What a nightmare. That's got to be the grossest. I'm sorry we screwed this up. I'm gonna just do 30,000 on top of everything.
35.
So now I got 35.
35K. That's a big win.
And I was like, London, thank you so much.
Yep.
I realize this is crazy. I promise I'm not like this much of a nightmare, but it felt like a crazy scenario. And she's like, no, it was crazy. Some of the messages back and forth were really crazy.
Yeah, I don't think you were overstepping here. I mean, you got like massively puked on. Yeah. I really don't think you're being a pill on this one.
Well, then it was just a principle thing where I'm like, I think you did the right thing. Someone told me I was getting 30,000 miles, and I want it to happen now.
It's also just a wild fuck you to be like, oh, yeah, I don't know, I gave you 3. And you're like,
here's
but they said
2. We're going down.
Yeah, they're going, but they're just like, the person initially was like, I just can't do it again.
Nah.
Can't, it's already closed.
Sorry you got sick and were throwing up.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't. I was healthy.
Yeah, I know, because you know that they were like, yeah, sorry you got sick.
Yeah, well, you were hungover. And
yeah, maybe you shouldn't have partied. Yeah. We're really sorry. Here's a quick $20 to shut you up. They did toss a 20.
An extra 20. Said we knew that Hudson News trip was going to run you a little bit more than you thought.
Hit him with a Jackson. He'll shut up. Dude, everyone has their price number. It's so embarrassing. Yours is 20.
Mine is $20. 100%.
Well, we love to see it. So you came out on top. You just had to fight for it a little bit. Hey, folks, that's not a bad lesson.
Nah, you got to hang in there.
Sometimes you got to hang. Keep fucking yelling at.
You just yell at some hourly employees, and you will.
No, London. She had a little pull in there.
She did have some power. She was based out of Atlanta. She was at the Delta
She's
HQ.
At the hub. Yeah.
Yeah.
And all it was, she could have just as easily been like, hey, he gets 300,000.
I know.
And it'd have been like, there you go.
It's Delta Airlines.
It's Delta Airlines. They could have just, there.
Well, you can fly for free for the rest of your life.
And honestly, they would call you and be like, hey, actually, we have to, we made a mistake. And you're like, ooh, we actually.
That's crazy.
We already closed that
The case is already closed. I can check. Tim, is that case still open?
I'm going, oh, it's closed, Tom.
It's slammed shut, actually.
She's like, wait, that's Tim from the pod?
Is he? Tell him to try again to open it.
They're like, oh, fuck, Tim's not very computer savvy.
It's just Tim. It's in your downloads folder.
Oh, shit. And tell him to get Lizzie.
Lizzie will know.
Lizzie will figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, we love to see a win. Let's end on a damn win.
Let's end on that win. This comes out tomorrow. Let's see. This upcoming week, where are you going to be, Timothy?
I'm going to be in the one of the top 3 city in America this weekend. Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, let's go.
We love Chicago. 3 shows with old Mark Normand at
Comedy.
the Den Theater. Come on out, folks. It's going to be a gay old time.
Let's go. I will be in with the Wisconsin Dells on Friday, the 14th.
So close.
With Nikki Glazer. So close to you.
Could have been fun.
And then Hamilton, Ontario after that. Concord, New Hampshire next week. And then, that's in 2 weeks. And then Vegas, if you're in Vegas next weekend.
Kind of a Vegas guy now.
With Nikki and David Spade.
There we go.
A heavily quoted person.
Oh, we love a Spade.
And will Tom play it cool? That remains to be seen.
No, we're going to get you all coached up for this.
Nah, Dave, you can call me Tommy Boy.
First riff.
He goes, all right, you're off the shows, but it was nice meeting you, dude.
You show up in a really small blazer, and before you can even do it, he's like, get the fuck out of here.
Don't do fat guy in a little coat.
Get the fuck out of here. All right, folks.
You think I'm fat?
Whoa, wait.
It was just a little coat.
You bring a bad riff and then ruin the bad riff with an overreaction?
We love you guys. Send us a note. Tell a friend about the pod. See you in hell.
Bye.
Married my sister, now we're living together. We're